with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street. Case on the
It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Minnesota Vikings. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game.
We got this.
Mindset, 19, 54. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Alert. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Motion, bump. Give me pass.
Hey, watch it.
Check.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Mike. Check. One pass. They can't hang with us.
Kill.
Go. Kill. Mike,
Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Second and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Jahan, 180!
We got 4.
First carry for Spencer Ware. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Jahan, 180!
A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, they run with Ware. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Jahan, 180!
I got to shoot this side. I got to shoot this side.
We got time!
Check 31. Check 31.
They'll get 3 out of the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, hey.
Listen to me.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's got his man. This is Dodson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This is it! UNT! You gonna see me in your nightmare, son! You gonna see me in your nightmare! 49, check 49, check 49!
55, Mike, 55. Here we go.
59, 59.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson, he's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
First down, Washington.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check. Crunch.
I 31. I 24.
From the gun, here's Watson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. On 1st down, here's Love. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Vikings 37-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
24.
Switch.
I 31. Give me now. Line up, go.
On the draw, they go to Geis. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is Baldwin. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
It's our time. Switch it.
Come on, 24.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing his Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, it's Ware. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. To throw is Cousins. He completes it to Abdullah. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Strong right.
Hey, Steve 6.
Throwing, Cousins. It's hauled in by Dodson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 25-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, Abdullah. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Right side here with Ware. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Montez Sweat in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Bailey's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he's out right at the 25. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. 36. Mike's 54.
Now a first down throw. Watson. That one complete. He finds Sharp. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First down, Washington.
Alert! Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I'm scared.
On first down, this is Geis. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
From the 50, it's Watson. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's got this down to the 35. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Will Fuller, 35 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. He's going to go for a big play. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dez Bryant, an 80-yard touchdown as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He's going to sling this deep down. It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Be ready. 29. Check 55. Check 55. Once more. 6-man. Check girls.
A shotgun snap for Watson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Running from the gun, it's Abdullah. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. You don't know no better. Hey, check.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Running on 1st down with Ware. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a toss play to Ware. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And Diggs has it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's brought in by Dodson. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place. And
usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Trying the power game with Ham, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham taking it in as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Now it's Watson. That's going to be caught by Richardson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Anyway.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, man. Watch the boot, watch the boot. Under 10, alert, 10. At 59. Up.
Back to throw, Watson. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
And the Redskins first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24. 55 Mike.
Now a run with Geis. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
55. Check 55 Mike.
Again they run. Again it's Geis. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Team!
safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Check, 55 to Mike. 55 to Mike.
Watch the slam. Watch the slam.
Slam.
Watson on third down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. From the red zone now, Watson flushed out right. He gets it in the hands of Geis. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Geis with a carry on second down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Hopkins with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing.
Ware gets hit and the ball is loose. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks them up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They run with Abdullah. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
From the 40 now on second down. Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 59 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cousins on the keeper. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
He's chasing.
On 3rd down, this is where. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Cousins now. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You get out the football back for your offense.
From his goal line here, Watson, his throw incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 3rd down, here's Love. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And taken right at the 35. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simple tip of the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Smallwood. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
on second down now. It's Love. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Take it. 54's Mike.
Here's Watson. He's going to air one out. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Vernon Davis, 55 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go, Buck.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing is Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Cousins now to throw on first down. This a screen to Abdullah. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. The Vikings on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. To the air again, it's Cousins. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. First down, here's Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down. The Vikings on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Reuben Foster in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year, but I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not in the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.